Hi everyone, it's Swale here, and this is our first episode on how you do it. On this episode, I'm gonna share my experience with you guys on how I started my business here and what sorts of difficulties I encountered throughout the way. So as you all know, Ankara is the second largest and the capital city of Turkey. The top 5 universities are located here. So it's basically a hub for international students. It's also affordable compared to other bigger cities. So we felt that Ankara is the right location to set an education center because of the reasons I mentioned above. So first thing first, you need to decide whether you want to register your business under a sole proprietorship or a limited company. And the overall biggest difference between a sole proprietorship and a limited company is that a sole proprietorship is run and controlled by only one individual who is legally responsible for all aspects of the business. It includes the debts and the losses. So basically it means the business and the individual are one thing. Whereas a limited company is a business structure where the company has an identity of its own, separate from the owners or the shareholders. We opened a limited company, and the process to open a limited company isn't as complicated as it might seem. And this is how you do it. First, you need to find an accountant who will guide you all the way through. Second, you need to pick a name for your company. Third, you need to have all the required documents registered by the public notary. You can find these notaries almost everywhere around the city. And fourth, there are some documents you will need to fill for the trade registry office. And then fifth, you need to apply for the tax identity number. And then that's it. If everything is done correctly, within 5 days, you can have your company up and running. So after you have set up your company, after you've decided the business structure of your company, whether it's a limited company or a sole proprietorship, so now in order for you to run your business legally, you need to acquire an operating license. And depending with which sector you've decided to venture into, the procedures might change. In our case, or for any other person who is thinking of starting an education center, you need 3 of this permit for your workplace. The first one is the fire safety permit. The second one is the health permit. And the third one is the occupancy permit. So you basically apply to the respective departments, and they will send officers from those respective departments to inspect your workplace, whether it's fit for you to run that business. And whenever the requirements are not met, they will give you a couple of days to fulfill them. So you need to be very careful with which type of building you decide to rent for your education center. The only obstacle we encountered, and this is because we did not do a very good research, is when we were starting to apply the licenses, we wanted to speed up the process, so we hired a consultant, which wasn't necessary because it was very costly, and this guy turned out to be incompetent at his job. We could have basically done everything by ourselves and get the permit on time. So you need to do very good research. Make sure that you understand what you're getting into. That's it. See you on our next episode, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.